Hey guys, Kevin Cooper here, and welcome to the next episode of Ask Coop, where you ask the questions, I'll give the answers. This week's question comes from Melissa in Pittsfield. And Melissa wants to know, can a seller back out of an accepted contract? Okay, Melissa, that is a great question. Now, unlike a buyer, the seller is limited on their options on when they can back out of a contract. Once they signed accepting a contract, they are contractually bound to sell the home. So here's one thing. If they haven't signed an offer, but they verbally accepted the offer, then there is no true binding contract. The seller has to sign accepting that contract in order for it to be binding. The next time a seller can back out of a contract is if they have a home sale contingency. So the sale on their home is contingent on them finding a home and closing on that home. If they cannot find a home, then they can back out of that contract. Another way that the seller can back out of the contract is if the buyer agrees. So in writing, buyer agrees to the seller canceling the contract. All monies, deposits returned to the buyer. So here's the thing. A seller cannot just back out of a contract because they got a higher offer. That is a protection to the buyer. You are contractually in contract to purchase that home. If that comes up, the buyer could sue the seller for specific performance. The seller could be responsible for attorney fees, temporary housing for the buyers. There are some risks to the seller. So I hope you found this information useful and helpful. Can a seller back out of a contract? They are limited. Unlike a buyer, there's more limitations to them. But can they? In certain circumstances, they can. So hope you found this information useful and helpful, and I'll see you on the next episode of Ask Coop.